Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, record ho raha है, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Harinam Sankirtan Mayagna ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. That thing. This has to be on. I'll do that. You put on the. Let's go. Switch that on. Oh no, here. Right one. No. It's off. इसको प्रेस करो यहाँ सामने सामने यहाँ 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 you to see where I'm saying. Yeah. हाँ. Hare Krishna. Yeah, thank you. Hare Krishna. थोड़ा और कम करो, थोड़ा और reduce. हाँ. Hare Krishna. Okay, so today we are actually one of the very secret verses in Bhagavad Gita. So this verse is a very secret verse. Secret means a lot of secrets in Bhagavad Gita, but this is a very special secret which we can understand only by experience. So in Bhagavad Gita there are two things. There is Jnana and Vijnana. Jnana means knowledge. Vijnana means realized knowledge. Now realized knowledge means that we can understand it only when we realize it in our life. So let me give you an example. Now somebody tells saying that okay, if you are riding on a two-wheeler and you have a signal which is red, you have to stop. So this is knowledge. It's okay, we understood the knowledge. So when we are riding, then we see a signal, then we stop. So this knowledge was easy to understand and we could apply it. Now this instruction that Krishna is saying, actually we can't understand. When we will understand this is when we apply this in our life. So it's very weird. You don't understand something but you have to apply it. Then you will understand. So I'll explain. So that's why I said it's like a secret. And so before this 10.10, chapter 10th verse, so previous two verses, Krishna has been talking about pure devotee and their lives. So in the previous verse, Krishna said this mat chitta mad gata prana bodhayanta parasparam katayantascha mam nityam tushyanti charamanti cha. So he's saying, how do pure devotees live? Mat chitta. Chitta means mind, heart. Mat chitta. They have given their heart to me. Mad gata prana. Prana means life. They have given their life to me. So they have given their heart to me, they have given their life to me. Mad chitta mad gata prana. Now, so those devotees who have given their heart to Krishna, who have given their life to Krishna, what do? Bodhayantah parasparam. Parasparam means mutual. Mutually, they will discuss about Krishna's instructions. What instructions Krishna has given in Bhagavad Gita. So those instructions they will discuss. Along with discussing instructions, then there is also Kathayantascha mam nityam. Kathayantaha means they actually hear about Krishna, about Krishna's pastimes, about Krishna Leela. Now when they discuss Kathayantascha mam nityam, nityam means always, meaning whenever they get a chance, they'll discuss about Krishna. Now when they do this, what do they experience? They experience tushyanti charamanti cha. Tushyanti means they are satisfied. They experience satisfaction in life. And when one experiences satisfaction, then he also experiences happiness. So this is talking about pure devotees. So what do pure devotees, to summarize, how do pure devotees live? Pure devotees give their heart to Krishna. They give their life to Krishna. And whenever they meet, they will discuss about Krishna's instructions and they will also discuss about Krishna's pastimes, what Krishna has done and so on. And by doing this, they experience satisfaction and happiness. Now Krishna in this verse is telling what he does for them. So he will do something for these devotees, because of these devotees are doing everything for Krishna. What does Krishna do for such devotees? Now, normally whenever we do something, we want to ask, now what we'll get in return. So Krishna is now telling, for those devotees whose life is Krishna, there's nothing else, they don't know anything else. Their life is Krishna. They might be working, they might be housewife, they might be whatever, but their life is Krishna. Meaning they don't know anything else but Krishna. So when somebody lives like this, trying to understand Krishna, talk about Krishna, glorify Krishna, Krishna becomes so pleased that Krishna is saying, what I do for these people. So he's saying in this next verse, which is, like I said, secret verse. So Krishna is saying, so I'll chant this verse, you can all repeat. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. Suresh Babu, you want to chant? Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. So it's a very beautiful verse. So what Krishna is saying, Tesham means them. So he is referring to those devotees he described in the previous two verses. So in the previous verse before that, said Am sarvasya prabhavo mattas sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam. So he said, one who understands that Krishna is the Supreme Lord, iti matva, having understood this, what does he do? Bhajante mam. He does my bhajana. Bhajana means bhakti. So one who understands Krishna's supreme position does Krishna bhakti. But how does he do Krishna bhakti? Buddha bhava samanvita. He is very intelligent. So he does Krishna bhakti, but bhava samanvita, with full heart. With full heart he will do bhakti for Krishna. See, there is a difference between doing bhakti to Krishna and doing bhakti to Vishnu. I have explained this multiple times. Or going to some demigod temple, going to worship Ganesha or other demigods. Now, when we go to the other gods, based on whatever worship we do, they are obliged to give us whatever we pray for. For example, Vedas say, okay, you do this kind of puja, you will get this. You do this kind of puja, you will get this. Now, if a person does that kind of puja to please a particular god, then they are obliged to give the vara. They have to give the blessing. They can't hold it back. So they are obliged, because it's the rule. Krishna has created this rule saying that somebody worships you like this, you have to give him this. So they will give. Now, whether it is good, bad, they can't much decide on that. For example, in one situation there was one demon by name Vrikasura. This Vrikasura actually wanted to enjoy with Parvati. He was such a demon, he wanted to enjoy Lord Shiva's Patni, wife. So what he does? He does some austerity, tapasya, to please Lord Shiva only. He pleased Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva is Ashutosha, he becomes easily pleased. So he was pleased, and then he came in front of that Asura. I said, okay, what do you want? So then he didn't directly say that I want to enjoy with your wife. So he said, I want a boon such that if I keep my hand on anybody's head, that head should explode. That means that person should die immediately. Now Shiva knew what this guy is going to do, but he was obliged because he did please Shiva by his austerities. So Shiva said Tathastu. So this Vrukasura was a demon, Asura. Now his idea was to actually kill Shiva so that he can freely enjoy with Parvati. So what he did, he tried to keep his hand on Shiva's head. Now Shiva only had given the blessing. So he can't say no, it won't work now. So then Shiva had to run from there, escape from there. So then finally Shiva is going all over the place, then he goes to Vaikuntha, and then Lord Vishnu is seeing, oh, what is this, my dear devotee, Lord Shiva. So somebody has put him in trouble, so he is running. So immediately Vishnu comes in front of that Asura. He comes in the form of a small boy, Vatu, small Brahmana boy. He comes and tells that Vrukasura, hey Vrukasura, wait. Why are you running like this? You seem to be very tired after with all this running. Sit here for some time, then you can go. So he stops that Vrukasura, makes him sit. And then he's asking, okay, now you tell me, why are you running? Whom are you running behind? So then Vrukasura says, I am running behind Shiva. Is you running behind Shiva? What happened? Why are you running behind Shiva? And he says, see, like this, I had done this austerity, then I wanted, this vara, saying that, whosoever head my hand I put, that person should die. So now I want to test it on Shiva. Vrukasura says. So then Vishnu obviously wanted to protect Shiva. So he says, oh really? You are really believing this Shiva? You think that he is going to give, he would have given you such a powerful boon? Vrukasura is doubting. Why? You don't think he would have given me such a boon? No. He is just cheating you. You want to test whether it's working or not? Vrukasura, yes, I want to test. It's very simple. Just keep your hand on your head. You will see that it's not working. Then we'll go and catch that Shiva. So Vrukasura, Lord Vishnu is so intelligent, and he came like a small boy. When small boys speak very sweetly, you don't think much. You just do whatever they say. So very nicely, sweetly he talked like this, and then Vrukasura kept his hand on his head and his head exploded. So why did I say this? So Shiva was obliged. He knew that he was doing something wrong, that he is going to come behind him only. But Shiva was obliged to give benediction. So gods have to give benediction. Now Vishnu is also merciful, so he doesn't have to go by any rules. There are no rules to worship Vishnu, like you have to worship like this only, you will get some vara. No. He is very merciful. So he will give, for example, so many people go to Tirupati. What do we go to Tirupati and do? We put money in the hundi. Correct? And then we say, Lord, give me this, give me that, give me something else. And the Lord gives. The Lord gives. Why He gives? Out of mercy on us. He says, see, if I don't give to this person, he will go behind some god, some other god. So better he comes to me. So then he gives. So even if you go with the mood of doing business with Vishnu, with Lord, with Balaji, he will still oblige. He'll say, it's okay, let him do business. It's better than him getting lost somewhere. And then again we go next year, right? This year I went, I put some money in the hundi, or whatever I wanted I got. Next year also I'll go. After that also I'll go. Even by chance, second year nothing happened. He'll say, no, maybe my chance. Next year definitely it will happen. And Balaji will make it happen. So this is business relationship. Vishnu is okay with it. Because otherwise people will, no hope for people, right? If they can't come to Vishnu, then there's no hope. So he still accepts, saying, come. But with Krishna this won't work. Why? Krishna doesn't, he's not saying business samanvitaha. He's saying bhava samanvitaha. So we can't come to Krishna with business. We have to come to Krishna with bhava, with feelings, with love. So this is what he is explaining in these 3 verses, which is why I said, this is such an important 3 verses. So now who worships Krishna with bhava? What do? Machitta, they give their heart to Krishna, they give their life to Krishna, and they're always discussing about Krishna, they're always discussing his instructions. Now Krishna is saying, for somebody who lives like this, what do I do? He says, Tesham. So to all those pure devotees who live life like this, how do they live? Satata yuktanam. Satata means always. Yuktana means, yukta means, yoga means what? I've told this so many times. What is yoga? Yoga means connection. Yoga means connection with Krishna. Yukta means one who is connected. So Krishna is saying, so those devotees who are like that connected with me. Like what connected? They have given their minds to Krishna, they have given their life to Krishna, and bhava samanvita, they are serving Krishna with full love. So Krishna is saying, Tesham satata yuktanam. Now like this, those who are always engaged in worshipping me, how? Bhajatam priti purvakam. Again he is saying, how do they worship me? Priti purvakam, with full love. Priti purvakam. What will I do? Dadami buddhi yogam tam. So this buddhi yoga, so this also Krishna spoke about this briefly in the 2nd chapter. So this buddhi yoga, Krishna is saying, I will give them buddhi yoga. I will explain this. This is dadami buddhi yogam tam. What is the use of that buddhi yoga? Yena mam upayantite. By using this buddhi yoga, they will come to me. So Krishna is saying, I will give them intelligence by which they will come to me. Who? Those who are engaged in serving Krishna with minds, hearts, with their giving their lives and with full of love and always serving Krishna, for them Krishna is saying, I will give them something called as buddhi yoga. And by this buddhi yoga, they will come to me. Okay, so for this we have to understand what is buddhi. What is buddhi? Buddhi means, Buddhi, jnana is knowledge. Buddhi is intelligence. Intelligence. Okay, now where do we get intelligence from? Does everybody have intelligence? Everybody has intelligence. Different levels of intelligence, different types of intelligence, but everybody has intelligence. Simple, right? If there is food in front of you, that you take that food and eat is intelligence. Just by keeping the food there, it's not going to fill your stomach. So that is intelligence. So everybody has intelligence. Now, where does this intelligence come from? Okay, one is knowledge. Now, in the body, where does the intelligence come from? Head. What is that organ called? Brain. You think that intelligence is coming from brain. Now, assume there is a very intelligent person. And then, due to some health problems, that person has gone into coma. His brain is okay? The brain is okay. No issue with the brain. Brain is functioning properly. But what happened to his intelligence? No intelligence. Brain is there but no intelligence. So which means that intelligence just doesn't come from brain alone. Brain is like a machine which works in a certain way to give something called as intelligence. But there is some control over this brain in terms of how it has to work. You're able to understand? Brain can be there, but maybe it's of no use. And it's intact. It's just like saying heart is there, but heart stopped pumping. And if the heart stopped pumping, what is the use if the heart is in a healthy condition? No use. See that then the person is dead. The heart was in a healthy condition, but he still died. Which means that something that was required for that heart to pump got disconnected, right? Which is the Atma. So when the Atma goes away from the body, the source of energy for the heart goes off. So the heart, even if it is in a healthy condition, it will stop pumping. And that is called death. So similarly, even though there is a brain, there is somebody who is required for this brain to function. Okay? So for this we have to go into one more topic. Now we've discussed saying that we are the Atma. We are the Atma. Where is this Atma residing in the body? Heart. Region of the heart. It's not in the heart, because heart is a mechanical device. So the Atma is in the region of the heart, meaning wherever the heart is located. Now heart is a mechanical device, so it's there in the in the center part of your chest or whatever. Now the Atma is floating. Atma is not in touch with the heart. Atma is floating. There are 5 kinds of airs in the heart. Everywhere is there. Prana, Apana, Vyana, Samana, Udana. Those 5 airs, the Atma is floating. Okay, in the region of the heart, Atma is floating. Now, Upanishads say that along with this Atma, there is one more person sitting. So it said it's like a tree on which there are 2 birds. So our heart, or the region of the heart, can be thought of as a tree where there are 2 birds. One bird is the Atma. Then there is another bird, who is called Paramatma. Who is this Paramatma? Paramatma is Krishna's expansion. So Krishna, when this material world gets created, so you see there Mahavishnu, that Vishnu there behind. So he is sleeping, he is lying down, and then from that Mahavishnu so many Brahmandas are coming out. He is Mahavishnu. By his just breathing, so many Brahmandas, these universes are getting created. Once this universe is created, then Mahavishnu enters into each and every universe as Garbhodakashai Vishnu. From the Garbhodakashai Vishnu's navel, then one lotus comes up, and then Brahma is born, and then this whole creation happens. Now after that what happens? Garbhodakashai Vishnu enters as Paramatma. So then from Garbhodakashai comes Kshirodakashai Vishnu. That Kshirodakashai Vishnu enters every heart of every jiva, and he is called Paramatma. So Mahavishnu is an expansion of Krishna. Garbhodakashai Vishnu is an expansion of Mahavishnu. So like this, Kshirodakashai Vishnu is an expansion of Garbhodakashai Vishnu. So like this, they are called Amsha. Amsha means part. Like they are the part of Krishna. Part means what? That Krishna displays only very limited qualities, limited power, limited strength in these different expansions. So what is the role of this Paramatma? The Paramatma is in the heart of every jiva along with the Atma, and he has 2 things to do, 2 jobs. So Bhagavad Gita says Anumanta Upadrishta Cha. Anumanta means permitter. He has to give us permission for us to do anything. For example, if I have to lift this mobile from here to here, I can't lift it without the permission of Paramatma. I can't just say, I want to lift my mobile, so I lifted. No. The fact that I lifted means Paramatma gave me permission. This implicit permission, meaning without his permission we won't be able to do anything. So that's why he is called permitter. He permits us to do things. And also he is the overseer. Overseer means he is seeing all the things that we are doing. Things that we are thinking, things that we are doing, everything he is seeing. And he is sitting right here. Mostly in South India, this is actually everywhere in India they practice, right? If suppose somebody is lying, what you don't do, you don't cross that person. Why you don't cross that person? Because there is Paramatma in that body. When Paramatma is there, Atma is there, that body actually becomes like a temple. So we don't cross. And generally, it's also not a good practice to use your leg to do these kind of things. Because especially with things that are connected with Krishna, Balaram enters into everything that is used in the service of Krishna. Right? So point I am making is that the Lord enters into each and every atom. Now, how can we pull the Lord with our leg? Which is why when we get up in the morning, before we put our foot down, Actually, there is Bhumi Prarthana, which actually people have to offer, but nowadays people don't do anything. We can just say Hare Krishna. By saying Hare Krishna, we are saying, okay, Krishna, I am coming out, I am putting my leg on you for your service. So please pardon me. It's like a child. You know, child is in the womb of a mother, kicks the mother. The mother is not going to get upset, right? Why did this child kick me? No, because she is happy. So similarly, Krishna is happy, okay, saying that this jiva now is going to come out of its bed and then serve me. So he is happy. So he gives permission, saying that, okay, go. Otherwise, we don't have the right to even put our foot on the ground. Because this is also Paramatma. So without Paramatma, that's why Veda says, Tena vina trinamapi na chalati. Tena vina, without Paramatma, not even a blade of grass can move. Nothing can happen in this world. He is the ultimate controller, Paramatma. So this Paramatma does two things. So he does Anumatta Upadrishtas. He is the overseer and he is the permitter. Also, Matta Smritir Gnanam Apohanam Cha. Remembrance of anything, forgetfulness of anything, and intelligence. These three things come from Paramatma. So intelligence is actually not coming from our brain, it is coming from Paramatma. If Paramatma does not give you intelligence, you will not get intelligence. You might have the best brain that somebody can manufacture. But Paramatma has to give. Now, on what basis that Paramatma gives us intelligence? Based on our previous karma. So, we have done some karma in our past life. Based on that karma, today he will either give us good intelligence or bad intelligence. Right? If somebody wants to steal, he requires also intelligence. But he requires bad intelligence. Now, where is that bad intelligence coming? That's also coming from Paramatma. Now, why Paramatma is giving bad intelligence? Because you've done some bad karma, because of which, and by doing that karma, maybe you want bad intelligence. So, as a result of that karma phala, the Lord is saying, okay, take it. Now, when children want to do something wrong, parents say, no, don't do it. But children will say, no, I want to do it. So it's like that. When somebody wants to do something wrong, Paramatma is telling, he's right here. He's telling, saying, don't do this. It's not good for you. But we don't want to hear. He says, I know everything. You don't tell me, keep quiet. So then what Paramatma has to do? Okay, do. But now when I give this permission for you to do, you also have to take the responsibility of your action. Now you are responsible for your action. I am not responsible. So Paramatma permitted you, but with that permission also gave you responsibility of your action. And because of responsibility of your action, you also have to reap the result. You have to suffer or enjoy the results of your work. Now suppose say in the previous life you had done some good work, because of which you get good intelligence now to do some punya karya or whatever, right? So now that intelligence comes to you from Paramatma. Paramatma will say, go here, do this, and we'll go. So without Paramatma's sanction, without Paramatma's direction, we cannot function, and Paramatma will give us intelligence based on our previous karma. Okay, now this is called material intelligence, laukik buddhi. It's called material intelligence, to do good or bad in this material world. And there is one more intelligence, which is called alaukik buddhi, which is transcendental intelligence, meaning non-material intelligence. Now what is this non-material intelligence? Meaning that intelligence is of no use with connection with this world. It doesn't work here, it's not required here. What is the transcendental intelligence? The transcendental intelligence is what Krishna is saying here. He is saying, I will give them transcendental intelligence. By that what will happen? Yena mam upayanti te. By that they will come to me. So we should understand this. See, our material intelligence is making us stuck in this material world. Because of our material intelligence we are stuck. We want this, we want that, we want something else. And to acquire that, then we do some karma. Then with that karma there is karma phala. So then you have to again take birth to enjoy or suffer. So that material intelligence is making us stuck. Now nowadays lot of people do like software, work software, no? All, uh, everybody is in software. Software requires intelligence, right? To write software, it requires intelligence. Now, people who write software, and they get a lot of money. They get a lot of money, they get paid, right? Now, what will they do? Lot of money means then enjoying mentality, spend here and there, go do this, do that. Now, which means that you will be engaged in all kinds of karma, then you are bound. Again, you will take birth. Nowadays, in any corporate, common thing is that everybody, like, there is a party, everybody drinks, eats non-vegetarian. All this is papa. Now, your intelligence is allowing you to do all this nonsense. So, what will happen next life? You will suffer. You will suffer. So, material intelligence is binding us in this world. Spiritual intelligence will release us from this world. Normally, we don't have spiritual intelligence. We have material intelligence only, because that material intelligence is coming from our material karma, right? But now we have to get spiritual intelligence. If we want to go to Krishna, then we need spiritual intelligence. We don't have that. So Krishna is saying, I will give that spiritual intelligence. Krishna gives spiritual intelligence when we desire to achieve Him. Now we want to desire, we have desire to achieve a house, a car, a this, a that, for which the Lord is giving us material intelligence for us to fulfill. Similarly, when the jiva comes to the stage in his journey, when he says, no, I don't want anything material, I want Krishna. Then also Krishna has to give you intelligence, because you don't know how to go there. You don't know how to go to Krishna. Now I'll give a simple example. Suppose that we take Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is 700 verses, like 1000 pages. Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita. Now suppose you read it. You read it 10 times. You read it 20 times. You will still not know what you have to take from that book. Because we don't have spiritual intelligence. We have material intelligence. And we thought, okay, like my own life was like this. So before coming to Krishna consciousness, I was generally a university topper and all that. So I thought, like, okay, any book you give, I will read and understand. What is the big deal, right? So then somehow at one point of time I came in touch with Krishna consciousness, very fortunately. Then somebody mercifully told me, saying that please read Bhagavad Gita as it is. I said, okay. Can I get the book? Yeah, it's there in the counter. Take the book. So I took the book. I went home. And then every day morning, I used to get up at 4 o'clock, take bath, get ready, etc. 4:30, sit. 4:30 to 7:30 I used to sit and read Bhagavad Gita. Every day, 3 hours. 1 month over, 2 months over, 3 months over. So, even in school, college, I used to have the habit of making notes. So I started making notes on Bhagavad Gita. So I read Bhagavad Gita, then I made notes. So first time I finished Bhagavad Gita, I saw my notes. The notes had everything that was there in the book. That means that I didn't understand anything, I wrote everything. So I said, okay, fine. Maybe first time I am reading. Second time I will read, maybe it will become better. So second time I read. Again I made notes. What happened? Same. Maybe on 5% somewhere reduction. That too, it will be like some Bhagavad Gita became BG. Like that, short forms. It's not that any content did not reduce. Means I didn't understand again. Again I did a third time. Again I didn't understand. It took me 6-7 months to understand that I can't understand Bhagavad Gita. So then I realized, saying that, see, which means all these books that I had read and whatever scored marks, etc., were all material. I might have a brain, but that brain doesn't work on spiritual level. It works on material level. So then I realized, saying that no, there's some missing ingredient. There's something missing. Book was in English. I know how to read English. I know how to write. But I couldn't understand the language of Bhagavad Gita. So for us to understand this, we need spiritual intelligence. Now, where does spiritual intelligence come from? Spiritual intelligence comes from the one who has spiritual intelligence. Who has spiritual intelligence? Krishna. The root is Krishna. It has to come from Krishna. So Krishna is saying, I will give that intelligence. Krishna is saying, Dadami buddhi yogam tam. I will give that spiritual intelligence by which he can come to me. Okay, Krishna, I am standing in front of you. Please give me spiritual intelligence. Can we hear Krishna telling us? He just told. Did you hear? No, I also didn't hear. So we can't hear Krishna speaking, even if he speaks. So this is why it is so important. So this buddhi yoga, Krishna, even if he wants to give it to us directly, we can't understand. So Krishna gives mercy, this buddhi yoga, normally through his devotees, through Guru. This intelligence comes to us through Guru and through other devotees. Now how does this work? It's magical. Okay, before this magic, I'll tell you one more Paramatma magic. All this is like, see, we don't understand all this. Bhagavad Gita is so amazing, simple thing. Many times devotees go out to do book distribution, right? We go out and distribute books. We are standing in front of a temple or some program, and those who are coming, we are saying, please take Bhagavad Gita, it will change your life, etc., etc. People will look at us and say, you don't have any business, you don't have any other work, why are you begging like this for money? We say, it's okay, it's for your benefit. Then they won't take. Then we are waiting for 1 hour, nobody took any book. Then what happens? Devotees become disappointed. Arey, what is this? I want to help somebody, nobody is taking this book. So then what we do? What devotees do then? Then one more person is now coming from outside the temple. And we feel, Krishna, please convince him to take the book. I can't convince. Krishna can convince. How does this work? So we are praying to, in our heart there is Paramatma. In that person's heart also there is Paramatma. It's the same Paramatma. Okay, your Atma and my Atma we have different identities. Though we are all part of Krishna. But we have different identities. A1, A2, A3. But the Paramatma is the same. The same Paramatma in my heart and in your heart. The same Paramatma in my heart and that person who is walking out of the temple. So what I will say, I'll pray to Paramatma. Paramatma, please, thoda influence. I need your help. What Paramatma does? That Paramatma now convinces the Atma, saying, go and stop near this devotee. Then the person will come. He'll stand, then whatever he'll say, okay, I'll take the book. You can test this. Suppose a dog is barking at you and running behind. Don't run. Just pray to Paramatma. Because the Paramatma is there in that dog's heart also. And if you are a devotee, Paramatma will do. Otherwise he'll, boss, you ran behind the dog last time, so the dog is running behind you. I can't do anything about it. It's your karma phala. But if you are a devotee, then Krishna will give instruction to the dog. Stop. Don't trouble my devotee. So like this, there is also person to person communication which can happen through Paramatma. Now this also happens. Guru, Shastra says Yasya Prasada Bhagavad Prasada. Shastra says that one has to please the Guru. And if one pleases the Guru, Krishna is pleased. Now, so I am sitting here. I have a Guru, right? My Guru is somewhere. He is in some other part of the world. Now, if I have to please him, I am doing certain things. Whatever I am doing, preaching, I am doing this, that and all that. Now, how will my Guru come to know that I am doing all this? Should I go stand in front of him and say, Guru Maharaj, see, I am doing all this, and boast about myself? Should I do that? No. Then Phil, how will then Guru come to know? Paramatma. Guru will come to know through Paramatma. Because the same Paramatma is in my heart, same Paramatma is in Guru's heart. Then Paramatma will tell, this devotee is serving you nicely, give him mercy. So like this, Paramatma is also doing magic for devotees. But now this is one more level of magic. Now I said in all our hearts there is Paramatma. When Hanuman, tore open his heart, who was there? Rama was there. Now who is Paramatma? Paramatma is what form? Paramatma is Chaturbhuja form, Vishnu form, not Rama. So now what happened? What happened to the Paramatma in Hanuman's heart? No Paramatma. Why? Because Brahma Samhita says, Preman Janachurita Bhakti Vilochanena Santas sadaiva hridayeshu vilokayanti yam shama sundaram achintya gunaswarupam govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. So those who serve the Supreme Lord with love, that form that they serve, Hanuman is a devotee of Lord Rama. So that form that he is serving is in his heart. A devotee of Krishna will have Krishna in his heart. Devotee of Rama will have Rama in his heart. Now who is not a devotee, he will have Paramatma in his heart. So what Krishna is saying here is saying that once somebody becomes my devotee, I am there in their heart. Instead of Paramatma giving intelligence, now who will give intelligence? Krishna himself will give intelligence. Paramatma can give material intelligence, Krishna gives us spiritual intelligence to go to him. So sometimes people ask me saying that, Prabhuji, you give class but you close your eyes. By seeing your eyes closed, we also feel like closing our eyes. So keep your eyes open, then you can connect with public. I say, see, I can't connect with public by just looking into their eyes. I can connect with public when the Paramatma connects with the Paramatma there. So why do I close my eyes? To let Krishna do the magic. I don't know what I am going to speak. I don't know what my next word is going to be. I don't know. Literally, I don't know. I close my eyes to allow the Lord to work, to do his magic. And then whatever needs to be spoken, whatever words have to be used, how it has to be mentioned, everything he will dictate. And this happens with most preachers. Preachers in Krishna consciousness, they are directly, which is why Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, saying that there is no one else more dear to me than a preacher. Because preachers are doing the work of Krishna. Krishna wants everybody to become a devotee, and preacher is working on his behalf. So what does Krishna do? Dadami buddhi yogam tam. How does he give buddhi yoga? Now Mataji requires something to hear, you require something else to hear, he requires something else to hear. He will speak all of that in one class. Correct? So then you finish the class and you say, oh, see, this point was so good. Somebody else will say, this point was so good. Now how come? Because the Paramatma in your heart, Paramatma in your heart is the same as the Paramatma in my heart. And whether it's Paramatma or Bhagavan, they are giving the intelligence to speak something such that it touches your heart. So it's not the eye contact, that is all material. In material says, you have to make eye contact with your audience. Spiritual, not required. Spiritual connection happens through Paramatma, through Bhagavan, directly giving that intelligence. So Paramatma will give you Bhagavan will give you whatever you need to hear to go to him. Sometimes, devotees are in Krishna consciousness, but they're just not making much progress. They're chanting 4 rounds and they've just been chanting 4 rounds for so many years. Then they'll come and sit in class. When they sit in class, what will they hear? That suddenly speaker will say, no, don't, from tomorrow you stand 6 rounds. Why did the speaker say that? Because Paramatma wanted that instruction, or Bhagavan wanted that instruction to be passed to you. Which is why many times we don't know what we speak, why we speak. And then we think, why did I say this? I don't know. It was meant for somebody. I don't know who that somebody is also. So this magic happens all the time. So that is why I said this can only be experienced. Not a next level. If we have to go to Krishna, like I said, going to Vishnu is relatively easier. You just become dasa, just serve Vishnu as a servant. You can go to Vaikuntha. You don't necessarily require prema towards Vishnu to go to Vaikuntha. If you're just doing process properly, thinking that, okay, I'm servant of the Supreme Lord, you can go. If you don't have material desires and you follow the process strictly. But just by simply doing that, you can't go to Krishna. Why? Because Krishna is saying, Priti Purvakam, Bhava Samanvitaha. So Krishna wants love. Krishna wants our love. Krishna doesn't want our official bhakti, or bhakti certificate. Oh, yes, he's getting up in the morning, chanting, he's going to the temple, he's eating prasadam, he's reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, okay, I will take him home. No. That won't work like that with Krishna. Now, Krishna wants us to show him love. And we can show love to Krishna in 4 ways. It's called rasa. Technically it's called rasa. Okay, it's called dasya, sakhya, vatsalya and madhurya. There are 4 ways in which we can serve Krishna with love. Now, each of these paths are different. Now, there might be, 10 of us here. Each of our paths to Krishna is different. All of us will be chanting Hare Krishna. All of us will be reading Bhagavad Gita. All of us will be reading Bhagavatam. All of us will be coming here serving. But still, our path to Krishna is different. This is our personalized path. You're able to understand? It's a personalized path. How will this personalized path come to us? How will we know that I have to go on this route? That magic Krishna does. But when does he do? When we give our heart and life to Krishna. Prabhu, heart okay. How can I give life to Krishna? If I give life to Krishna, what will happen to me? I also have to work. So, okay, work. No problem. But goal of life should be Krishna. Goal of life should not be my happiness, my satisfaction, my house, my this, my that, my. Then Krishna is not going to give this. And Krishna will say, why do you need? See, you want to be happy in this material world, for which you need material intelligence. Why do you need my mercy for that? By my mercy, you will come to me. But if you don't want to come to me, why should I give you intelligence? You get material intelligence, and Paramatma is giving already. Take it. So only when we get above this, raise above this, saying that no, I don't want, okay, it's fine, whatever is there in the material world, whatever comes, it's fine, but I want Krishna. I want Krishna. So only when we desire like this, will Krishna give spiritual intelligence. So it's magic. You start, these are all, like I said, this is personal relationship with Krishna. This personal relationship with Krishna you can experience only in Krishna Bhakti. You can't experience anywhere else. Because even with respect to Vishnu, it's mostly dasya only. Mostly only one type of rasa. Everybody is a dasa. There's also a little bit of sakhya is there. Half sakhya is there. But mostly everybody is a dasa. So everybody just follows a process and they get their result. That's all. Not like in Krishna Bhakti where you have to be told to take a path. And that path is not going to just come, it's not the same, and it's not just going to come from reading some books. It's going to come through superior direction. In that superior direction Krishna gives. Which is why this is all, I said, it's a secret. I can tell you, but you will, only when you experience it, you know. You have to experience this. You have to experience Krishna giving you that mercy. Only then you will understand what I am saying. Otherwise, right now it's just theory. Like, okay, don't jump a signal. When there's red, stop. Okay. But then you get the opportunity. You take your bike, go to the signal, immediately got an opportunity to apply it. But this you won't get easily. Because you have to come to that stage to actually experience this. And why Krishna speaks about these things? We should feel. How many of us here would be excited if Krishna were talking to us? Nobody? Lift your hands, Krishna is saying, Krishna, see, they're all excited. So we have to feel, no, I want to get to this stage where Krishna will speak to me. Krishna will give me direct instructions. In the life of Prahlad Maharaj, Ambarish Maharaj, so many of these, great devotees in Bhagavatam. Arjuna, Krishna is directly taking care of them, directly standing behind them, telling Arjuna, yes, fight here, fire an arrow here, do this, do that, directly. And that same thing Krishna can do with us, same thing. And Krishna does also. But we have to qualify ourselves. Is it so easy to get Krishna behind us? Why? No, it's easy. If we go behind Krishna, Krishna will come behind us. But what is our problem? We go behind everything but Krishna. So then Krishna will not come behind us. And when Krishna comes behind us, this is what happens. Magic happens in the life of a devotee. And it's like I said, it's just I keep giving this gulab jamun experience, right? You see gulab jamun and describe it, saying that it's so beautiful, it's so soft, it's so this color, it's so. And say, Prabhuji, you have that gulab jamun? Please give me. I will just take it. I will just eat it. If I eat it, then I will experience. So this is like that. This verse is like that. It is gulab jamun of Krishna, of devotional service. Only when you come to that stage and experience that, then you will understand, wow, Krishna is there with me. And that we need to hanker for that wow experience. I want to have that wow experience in my life. Then we follow the path of bhakti. Strictly following rules, chanting rounds every day, possible coming for Mangalarti. We're all here every day at 4:30. You also join. What is that? Krishna will see, right? When we open the altar in the morning, what is Krishna seeing? Oh, who all have come today to wake me up, to serve me? Krishna will see. What is the use if we see Krishna? Can we see Krishna? We can't even see Krishna. Very important thing is that he sees us. So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Prabhupada's guru, he always used to say, work in such a way that Krishna wants to see you. That's what we need to do, and that's the path that our acharyas, that Srila Prabhupada has given. Just follow this path, and then we will come to that stage in our bhakti when Krishna will do this magic with us. And then we will understand, oh, I am so useless. What is the realization? That stage saying, I am useless. Means I can't do anything. All that is happening is Krishna's mercy. And then where will pride go? Run away. No pride. What is the use of pride? Arjuna, after the battle of Kurukshetra, Arjuna was thinking, oh, I fought so nicely. Arjuna was thinking. So then after the battle was over, Krishna told Arjuna, come down from your chariot quickly. Arjuna said, Krishna, why hurry? Over, no? All of them are dead. Why I have to be worried? I'll come, I'm like. Krishna said, no, come first. As soon as Arjuna got down from the chariot, what happened to the chariot? Exploded. Arjuna is asking Krishna, what happened? Where did this weapon come from? Who fired? Everybody is dead. And Krishna smiles. What do you think? That this whole battle with such great warriors on the other side, you thought that you didn't think that no arrow came near you, no arrow troubled you? How did that happen? I have shielded you and your chariot. Now I broke the shield. And see what would have happened to you. And Arjuna realized, oh, it's all because of Krishna. So we have to also, this pride bubble also has to burst in our life someday, saying that no, I am not doing any of this. Many times after class, people will say, oh, Prabhu, very nice class. I said, please tell Krishna. He gave the class, right? If you tell me what is the use, I didn't give the class. But initially when I came to Krishna consciousness, I was saying, yes, see, they came and told, nice, very good class. Yeah. Then what Krishna does, he wants just to make us realize, no, next class we are sitting, giving class, suddenly blank. Nothing is coming. Said, Hare, last class I gave such a great class. What happened now? Blank. Karma wanted to show Krishna, boss, it's not yours, it's mine. Right? So it's like that, we come to our reality saying that, we're just insignificant jivas, completely, solely and completely dependent on Krishna. We have nothing for ourselves. We have nothing. Even this body is Krishna's. We absolutely have nothing. Our intelligence is Krishna, our body is Krishna, our wealth is Krishna, everything is Krishna's. So a person who is really intelligent will say, no, then why am I using it for myself? I will use it for Krishna. And that is the perfection of life. And then Krishna comes and sits beside us. Till then, you have to run behind Krishna. Then after that, Krishna will run behind you. So this is the beauty of devotion. This is the beauty of this verse. It's why I said, it's one of my favorites. There's so many favorites. It's one of those. And some of these verses are life-changing, transforming. Just imagine, it's not something that anybody and everybody can get to. But those who follow what path Prabhupada has given seriously, they can get here. They can experience this. Okay? Is this okay? Were you able to understand? Because it's very complex. I was thinking, saying that how will I explain this? I mean, it's not like something you can't just say 1 plus 1 equals 2. This verse is not like that. Is it okay? Mota mota? Some extent at least. Okay. Any questions, anybody? Any questions? Mataji, you will have questions? She always has some intelligent questions. Okay. Okay, so we'll close here. Okay, we'll go to do Kirtan. So from now on, because our cooking is happening in the kitchen, so by 1 o'clock, prasadam will come. So we'll do 20 minutes Kirtan. Okay? Is that okay? Okay. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Samveta Gaura Bhakta ki jai. Hare Krishna.